Hi guys, good morning. This is Srinivasan. Today the topic we are going to discuss is one of the interesting topic, the Prime Minister and the Parliament of India. Before the starting class, I am going to ask 5 questions from previous chapter. Just answer it through your comments. Question number 1. If you want to become the president, you should be a dash of India. If you want to become the president, you should be a dash of India. Question number 2. Money bill can be introduced by the president. Recommendations. Money bill can be introduced by the president recommendations. Yes or no? Third, question number 3. Who is Supreme Commander of India? Who is Supreme Commander of India? Question number 4. He should have the other qualification required to become a member of the Rajya Sabha. Who is he? He should have the other qualification required to become a member of the Rajya Sabha. Who is he? Last, question number 5. Dash and dash are the states where the president's rule was imposed for maximum number of times. Dash and dash are the states where the president's rule was imposed for maximum number of times. Okay, just answer through your comments. Don't forget it. And end of this session, I am gonna give you a cutie story. So listen carefully and don't skip our class. The Prime Minister of India is the leader of the executive of the government of India. The Prime Minister is also the chief advisor to the President of India and head of the Council of Ministers. They can be a member of any of the two houses of the Parliament of India. The Lok Sabha, it's called House of the People, and the Rajya Sabha, it's called Council of the States, but has to be member of political party or coalition, have a majority in the Lok Sabha. The Prime Minister is the senior most member of cabinet in the executive of government in a parliamentary system. The Prime Minister selects and can dismiss members of the cabinet, allocates posts to members within the government, and is the presiding member and chairperson of the cabinet. The Union Cabinet, headed by the Prime Minister, is appointed by the President of India to assist the latter in the administration of the affairs of the executive. Union Cabinet is collectively responsible to the Lok Sabha. As per Article 75(3) of the Constitution of India, the Prime Minister has to enjoy the confidence of a majority in the Lok Sabha and shall resign if they are unable to prove majority when instructed by the President. Next we are going to see duties and functions of Prime Minister. Article 78 mentioned the duties of the Prime Minister. The Prime Minister decides the rank of his ministers and distributes various departments. Decides the rank means nilai arindu. The Prime Minister decides the dates and the agenda of the meeting of the cabinet which he presides. Presides means talaimai vagikum. The minister is the head of the cabinet and the other ministers are his colleagues. The Prime Minister informally consults 2 or 3 of his senior colleagues when he does not convene a cabinet meeting. The Prime Minister supervises the work of various ministers. To converse to the President all decisions of the Council of Ministers connecting to the government of the affairs of the Union and proposals for legislation. The Prime Minister acts as the link between the President and the Council of Ministers. The Prime Minister is the leading of the nation and chief spokesperson of the country. Spokesperson means செய்தி தொடர்பாளர். As the leader of the nation, the Prime Minister represents our nation at all international conferences like the Commonwealth, Summit of the Non-Aligned Nations and SHARC Nations. It is one of the important questions we can expecting public examination also. So please study well properly these questions. Duties and functions of the Prime Minister. Categories of the ministers. The ministers are classified under 3 ranks. 1. Cabinet ministers, 2. Ministers of state and 3. Deputy ministers. First, we are going to see cabinet ministers. These cabinet ministers are in informal body of senior ministers who form the nucleus of administration. The same time, they have all the rights to take important decisions of the government are taken by the cabinet, such as defense, finance, external affairs and home. The same time, the cabinet recommends to the president to promulgate an ordinance. Promulgate means avasara nilai. It is instrumental in moving amendments to the constitutions. The finance bill have their origin in the cabinet and then they are introduced in the Lok Sabha with the president's recommendations. The cabinet decides the foreign policy of the government, approves international treaties and plays a significant role in the appointment of ambassadors to various countries. Ministers of states. These ministers belong to the second category of ministers in the council. They are also in charge of ministers or departments, but they do not participate in the meeting of the cabinet unless invited to do so. Next, deputy ministers. They are the lowest ranked minister in the cabinet. The same time, they assist either the ministers of cabinet or state in the performance of the duties entrusted to them. Parliament of India. The Parliament is the supreme legislative body of the Republic of India. It is a bicameral legislature composed of the President of India and the 2 houses, the Rajya Sabha, Council of States, and the Lok Sabha, House of the People. The President, in his role as head of legislature, has full powers to summon and prorogue either House of Parliament or to dissolve Lok Sabha. The President can exercise these powers only upon the advice of the Prime Minister and his Union Council Ministers. Rajya Sabha, Manilangalavai. The Council of State or Rajya Sabha consists 250 members. There is 238 represent the states and the union territories, elected by the method of indirect election. That is the important thing, indirect election method. And next, the 12 nominal members shall be chosen by the President from amongst person having, they must have the special knowledge or practical experience in the field of literature, science, sports, arts and social service. That is the qualification also for Rajya Sabha members. He should be a citizen of India. Second, he should not be less than 30 years of age. Third one, he should not hold any office or profit under any government. Fourth one, he should be a person with a sound mind and monetarily solvent. And fifth one, he should have such other qualifications as may be approved by the Parliament for the reasons for time to time. He should not be the last one, he should not be the member of Lok Sabha or any other legislature. Term of houses. Rajya Sabha is a permanent house. It cannot be dissolved any cause. And the members of the Rajya Sabha are elected for a term of 6 years. The Vice President of India is the ex officio chairperson of the Rajya Sabha. The deputy chairperson of the Rajya Sabha is elected by the member of Rajya Sabha. Election. Members of Rajya Sabha are elected by the elected members of the state legislative assemblies in accordance with the system of proportional representation by means of the single transferable vote. This process of election is called indirect election, as they are not elected by the people directly. So Rajya Sabha members all are not directly elected by the people. All the members all are elected by the indirect elections. Qualification of the members. He should be a citizen of India. He should not be less than 25 years of age. He should have his name in electoral rolls in some part of the country. He should not hold any office of profit under the union or state government. He should be mentally sound and economically solvent. Next, the term of the House. Generally, the Lok Sabha enjoys a term of 5 years from the date of its first session. It can be dissolved by the President before the expiry of its term on the advice of the Prime Minister. The emergency provisions of the Constitution enable the President to prorogue or dissolve the Lok Sabha either on the advice of the Prime Minister or on being convinced that no party or no alliance of parties enjoys necessary majority support in his house. Prorogue means Ottivaipu. Election. The members of the Lok Sabha are directly elected by the people of the constituencies created on the basis of population. The Election Commission of India arranges, supervises and conducts elections to the Lok Sabha. For sake of elections to Lok Sabha, the entire nation is divided into number of constituencies which are formed more or less on the basis of the populations. Universal adult franchise is followed while electing the members of the Lok Sabha. All Indian citizens above 18 years of age who are registered as voters will vote for their representatives. Functions of the Lok Sabha. Any bill can be introduced and passed in the Lok Sabha. It has the same power as Rajya Sabha to participate in case of impeachment of President and the judges of Supreme Court. It has equal power as Rajya Sabha in passing any bill for constitutional amendment. Lok Sabha members have the power to elect the President, Vice President. Motion of no confidence can only be introduced in Lok Sabha. If it is passed, then the Prime Minister and other Council of Ministers need to resign from their post. Okay guys, let's recall from the beginning. Prime Minister, the leader of the majority party in Lok Sabha, is appointed by the President as the Prime Minister. Duties and functions of Prime Minister. There is 9 points we are learnt on today. And Council of Ministers. The Constitution of India restricts the number of the Council of Ministers, including the Prime Minister, to 15% of the total members of the Lok Sabha. And next one, categories of the minister. There is a 3 types of categories: cabinet ministers, ministers of state and deputy ministers. And next, Parliament of India. There is the 2 houses are consist in our Indian Parliament. One is the Rajya Sabha, another one is Lok Sabha. Rajya Sabha, there is 250 members, consist 238 members represent the state and the union territories. The 12 members nominated by the President, and they must have some knowledge on literature, science, sports, arts and social services, and there is the Rajya Sabha members have some qualifications. And here the Lok Sabha, there is 530 members are elected from different states and 13 members from the union territories. Totally 552 members all are included in Lok Sabha. Here the Lok Sabha members also have got the qualification. He should not be less than 25 years. This is important. The term of houses and the elections, the functions of the Lok Sabha, we all are learned today. அன்பு குழந்தைகளுக்கு வணக்கம். நாம் இன்னைக்கு நம்மளுடைய குட்டி ஸ்டோரியில் டோடோ அப்படின்ற பறவையை பற்றி தான் பார்க்க போகிறோம். இந்த பறவை இனம் முழுவதுமாக அழிஞ்சே போச்சு. இது ஒரு காலத்தில் மொரிஷியஸ் தீவு முழுவதும் சுற்றி பரவி திரிந்த ஒரு பறவை இனம். ஏறக்குறைய 90 சென்டிமீட்டர் உயரம் வரைக்கும் வளரும். அதாவது நம்மளுடைய லாங் சைஸ் ஸ்கேலு 3 ஸ்கேல் உயரத்துக்கு வச்சா இந்த பறவை எவ்வளோ உயரம் இருக்குமோ அந்த உயரத்துக்கு வரக்கூடியது. 15 கிலோ எடை வரைக்கும் இருக்கும். இது பெயரளவில் தான் இது பறவைன்னு சொல்கிறாங்க. ஆனால் இதனால் பறக்கவே முடியாது. இதனாலேயே இங்கு குடியேற டச்சுக்காரர்கள் என்ன பண்ணியிருக்காங்கன்னா, அவங்க கொண்டு வந்த வேட்டை நாய்கள் மற்றும் பூனைகள் இதை எல்லாத்தையும் வச்சு இந்த பறவை இனத்தை வேட்டையாடி இருக்காங்க. கொத்து கொத்தாக இதை கொண்டிருக்காங்க. இரையாகியே இந்த இனம் வந்து என்ன ஆயிடுச்சா, கொஞ்சம் கொஞ்சமாக கடைசி குறைஞ்சிட்டு வர ஆரம்பிச்சிருச்சு. 1681 இந்த இனம் முழுவதுமாக அழிந்தே போய்விட்டது. டோடோ பறவையின் மறைவுடன் மொரீசியஸில் காணப்பட்ட கல்வாரியா மேஜர் என்கின்ற அழகிய மரங்களும் அழிய தொடங்கின. இந்த கல்வாரியா மேஜர் அப்படின்ற மரத்தை விதைகள் இருக்குது பாருங்கள், இதை வந்து டோடோ பறவை வந்து விரும்பி சாப்பிடக்கூடிய ஒரு பழத்தை தரும். இந்த பழத்தை இதுங்க சாப்பிடும்போது அந்த விதையெல்லாம் அதனுடைய வயிற்றுக்குள்ளே போய் அதனுடைய அரைப்பு பை வழியாக வெளியேறி வரும் பொழுது தான் இந்த கல்வாரியா மரங்கள் மண்ணில் வளர்வதற்கான ஆதாரம், அந்த வளமே பெருமா. அதாவது அது இந்த டோடோ பறவை சாப்பிட்டு அது மோஷன் வழியாக வெளியே அனுப்பி விட்டால் தான் அந்த விதையில இருந்து தான் அப்படி வந்தால் மட்டும் இந்த விதைக்கு வந்து மரமாக முளைக்கக்கூடிய ஒரு தன்மை இருந்திருக்கு. பட்டு இப்போ இந்த பறவையினை முழுவதுமாக அழிந்து விட்ட ஒரே காரணத்தினால் அந்த கல்வாரியா அப்படின்ற அந்த மரங்களை வந்து என்ன பண்ண முடியல, இனிமேல் வளர்வதற்கான வாய்ப்புகள் இல்லை. ஸோ இதனால் டோடோ வந்து அழிஞ்சு போச்சு. அப்போ கல்வாரியும் அழிஞ்சு போயிருமே அப்படின்னு பார்த்தோம் அப்படின்னாக்க, அதிர்ஷ்டவசமாக இந்த விதைகளை வான்கோழிக்கு கொடுத்து சாப்பிட வச்சு பார்த்துருக்காங்க. வான்கோழிக்கும் அதிர்ஷ்டவசமாக அதே தன்மை இருந்திருக்கு. ஸோ அதனால் இப்போ இந்த கல்வாரியா அப்படின்ற மரங்களை காப்பாற்றிட்டாங்க. ஆனால் டோடோ அப்படின்ற அந்த பறவை இனத்தை தான் முழுவதுமாக அழிச்சிட்டோம். இந்த மாதிரி இயற்கை ஒன்றோடு ஒன்று தொடர்புடையது. இப்போ கூட ரீசண்டாக நாம் வெட்டுக்கிளியை பற்றி பேசிகிட்டு இருக்கிறோம். ஏன் வெட்டுக்கிளி நிறையா வளர்ந்துச்சு, நிறையா உருவாச்சு அப்படின்றத நாம் அடுத்த வீடியோவில் பார்க்கலாம். தேங்க்யூ. Thank you guys. This is time to leave you. Our lesson came to an end. I will meet you on following videos. Give your valuable feedback through your comments. If you like this video, share to your friends. And need further video from history, subscribe to Kutti Varalaru. Thank you guys. Love you all. Bye bye from Srinivasan.